Hey everybody, my name is Paul Dietrich and welcome back to one of my math videos. Today we are going over angle addition. So let's do this. Okay, so we have the problem on the board here. We have angle addition title at the top, and one of the things that we see here is that we have three sections of this problem. So we have a given section, a find, as well as a picture. So let's take a quick look at the picture because for me, I think I kind of start more on the visual side of things. So it looks like we have it looks like a footprint of some kind, but we have, from a vertex, we have three rays shooting out here. So we have a vertex, which we're calling P. We have a ray Q, a ray R, and a ray S. And let's take a look at some of the givens. So the first given is that the measure of angle QPS equals 40 degrees. So what that means is, well, let's take a look. Here's QPS. So what this first clue is telling us, what our first given is that this full angle right here, this angle QPS, so QPS, it's telling us that that's 40 degrees. So I'm going to put this, I'm going to say this is 40 degrees. Okay, so next clue, the measure of angle RPS. So here is RPS. We'll do this in a different color. That angle measurement is 8x plus 7 degrees. So let's do this in purple here. So it's saying that this angle measurement right here, this guy is 8x plus 7 degrees. Okay, and then our last clue is that the measure of angle QPR equals 9x plus 16. So what this is saying is that this guy, we don't have enough room here, that's okay. This guy right here, that angle there is 9x plus 16 degrees. Okay, so those are our three givens. Now let's take a look at our find. For our find, it says we want to find the measure of the angle QPR. So here's QPR, it's the angle in red. It wants to know what the actual measurement in degrees is. So for example, if this whole thing is 40, is this 20 degrees? Is it 30 degrees? We want to find out what that is. Okay, so it looks like a bunch of numbers and letters. So let's break it down into something simple here. So I'm just going to say that this angle, let's just call it A. Okay, we're just going to call this angle A. This purple one here, we're just going to call this angle B. And conceptually what we're doing is, I know that this whole angle equals 40 degrees. And I know that between A and B combined, they have to have a sum. They have to sum up to 40 degrees. So kind of when I'm writing this out, I can say that A, whatever A is in degrees, A plus B, that all is going to equal 40 degrees. So A plus B has to equal the full 40 degrees. So now I'm just going to replace this A and B with my actual expressions here. So A was 9x plus 16 plus, here's my B. My B is 8x plus 7, and I know that that all equals to 40 degrees. So I have this one equation now. Now, what I can do is start combining like terms and trying to simplify, and eventually I want to isolate x. I want to get x all by itself. Because if I get x all by itself, I can plug x back into here, and I can figure out what the measurement of this angle is. So let's start combining like terms. I can see that my 9x and my 8x, I can combine those. Those are x's. I can also combine the 16 and the 7, right? So just so we can kind of speed things up here, let's make sure we have a calculator out. That'd be kind of nice. Okay, let me move this side. I can do it. Let's just put it right there. All right. Okay, so we have 9x plus 8x. I know that's going to be 17x. Okay, now we have 16 and 7. Well, 16 plus 7, boom, 16 plus 7, boom, 23. Plus 23 equals 40 degrees. All right, now we just have a two-step equation. So what I want to do is I want to get isolate x by itself. I have to get rid of this 23. So I'm going to subtract 23 from both sides. Okay, so what ends up happening with these 23s is that those cancel. all I'm left with is 17x on this side equals, we got my 40, take away that 23, and I'm left with 17. Okay, that's kind of easy. I want to isolate x, I got to get rid of that 17. So since it's multiplication, I have to take the inverse of multiplication, and that's going to be division. So I need to divide both sides by the thing that I want to cancel out, right? I want to divide both sides by 17 because now the 17s will cancel. Whatever number is up here, that's what the number you want to divide both sides by. So if this was a negative 10, I'd divide both sides by negative 10. If this was a positive 1 million, I would divide both sides by 1 million. All right, so last line. These guys cancel out, so the only thing that I have left here is x equals 17 divided by 17, that's 1. Okay, now here's the thing. We found out what x is, perfect, but our job's not done yet, okay? So we found out what x is. X is 1. Now the question that we have to answer, though, is this. It says find the measurement of QPR. So I have to go back to my picture, which is this. Here's Q, P, and R. Now what I have to do is I have to find the angle measurement of this angle in red. So the angle in red, remember the one that we're in question here, is 9x plus 16. I want to find out what is this in degrees. So what's nice is that, so here's our x. I know what x is now. It's just 1. Now and you can do this in your head, but I mean just to write out all the steps, 9 times 1 plus 16. 9 times 1 is 9 plus 16. So 9 plus 16 is 25. So what this means, I'm going to put a box around this, is that this angle in red is equal to 25 degrees. And that is how you find the measurement of this angle. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope you continue to watch more of these videos. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you do like these videos, because we are definitely coming out with more. Thank you again. Bye-bye.